Auburn's Music Conversation. This is the interview session with Kayla MacMillan.
Hey.
She was the musical guest this week.
I was.
It's, August 29th?
Yeah?
Holy moly.
I know.
It's almost September.
I know. My birthday's in September.
Monday is Labor Day.
I know because I have the whole week off next week. It's great.
Alright. Part 1 is regular questions. Part 2 is the most random questions I can possibly think of.
Awesome.
So, yes.
I'm excited.
We're going to start with part 1.
Okay.
Just to kind of get you warmed up.
Alright,
here we go. Where were you born?
Bath, Maine.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Did you grow up there?
No, that's a trickier question. I was born in Bath, Maine. I lived there until I was probably 8, and then I moved to Connecticut for a year, and then I moved to Washington, D.C. for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then we moved back to Connecticut for 7 years. Then I went to college in Pennsylvania, so a little bit all over the place.
Cool. When did you start singing?
I actually remember the exact moment when I really sang for the first time. I was 7 years old in our church, per usual. And I had a solo, and I didn't really think of anything of it, but our church was this loft. It had this huge chorus loft.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're all standing up there singing, and everyone's facing forward, and I walk up to the front, and are you okay?
Faux pas.
What?
I don't have my microphone.
Oh. Do you want to start over?
No, it's alright.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go from here. This is my microphone.
Microphone in hand.
We got it. I almost had a heart attack. Okay.
We're good now.
Continue. Sorry.
So, 7 years old, standing in the loft, I started singing. I remember everyone turned to look at me, and instead of feeling really nervous, I was like, this is awesome!
Yes!
And from then on, the rest is history.
Right on. Alright. Who are your major musical influences?
Oh, okay. My number one all-time, Bonnie Raitt.
Nice. Good choice.
I love her so much. I have since I was a little kid.
Me too.
My mom played her all the time. In the car, in the house, sang it all the time. I mean, for probably close to 10 years, Something to Talk About was my audition song all the time. And I Can't Make You Love Me is maybe the best song ever written. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And The Lonely One is just such a great, just everything about her. And she's got such a similar tone to mine. Mm-hmm. And I love that without being able to hit all these clean, perfect, running notes, she's still just there's so much passion behind what she's doing. I've definitely modeled myself after her.
Absolutely. All right. How would you describe your music to someone who had never heard it before?
I have a lot of trouble with this now.
Oh, yeah. Everybody does. That's kind of why I'm putting you on the spot.
I know. I guess I sort of identify it as pop folk, kind of. Only because it's kind of moody, and whenever I think of folk, I think of this really, these true lyrics with this moody, passionate stuff. So I kind of relate it to that, I guess. I also have been known to refer to my music as sad girl music. The genre is sad girl music.
It's very soulful.
It is. It's kind of sad right now. I'm like I said in the show, I'm not a sad person, but I write such sad stuff.
I mean, you can tell from the interview.
But I'm working on some happy stuff, and we'll get there.
All right. Have you taken voice lessons?
Never.
Really?
Never in my life. I had one lesson when I was in 7th grade with my chorus teacher. It was 20 minutes long, and halfway through I was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not into this. I don't know why, I just, and now I understand why you would need it, but all growing up and through college even, I was just I don't really want someone to tell me how to sing and how to use my voice. I want it to learn itself, so I've sort of let it take the reins. And and if I do want to start voice lessons, then I think it'll be more about maintaining and healthy singing stuff.
I might cut this out, but I'm starting to teach voice lessons.
Are you?
Yeah, so
we're gonna have to talk.
$30 an hour.
Oh, hey.
Which is a really good price for.
It is a really good price.
Anyways, when did you move to Nashville?
February of last year. February.
Really?
2012. Yeah, I've been here for a year and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Was there a moment when you decided that you were going to pursue music as a career?
Yes. Yes, it happened at 2 a.m. I got woken up in the middle of my sleep by this song, and I'd never I'd written one other song in my life when I was like 15,
Mhm.
and I pray to God nobody finds it. And
Is it online somewhere?
I'm not talking about it.
So yes, it is.
But yeah, I was in college and I'd sort of given up on music for a while. I just like I was feeling very dark and depressed at the time because I had no idea what I wanted to do. And at 2 a.m. I woke up and I wrote this song, and it happened all in like 20 minutes, and it was the first time I'd written a song in 5-6 years, and right after I wrote the song I was like, I don't want to do anything, like this is what I'm doing, and just decided to pick up and come here to Nashville. I didn't know anybody or know where I was going to live or have a job, but I was like, I'll figure it out, and
Right on.
so the story goes.
All right. Do you come from a musical family?
Kind of. Actually, no. Yes, I do. My mom is a singer, was a singer, has a spectacular voice. I think it's very similar to mine. My cousin is pursuing music in New York.
Cool.
And has had a couple breaks, but hasn't really picked up quite yet, but he's doing a great job there. And my cousin Georgia is doing music out in LA with her boyfriend Paul Freeman, who's a pretty well-established artist out there. And so yes, I do.
Cool. Yeah, I would definitely say you do. All right. What are some of your favorite lyrics that you've ever written?
That I've ever written. I don't know. I think I would have to say my song "The Man You Couldn't Be" as a whole. Pretty much all the lyrics in that I really, really love. And I think what I love so much about it is it was a situation I was so frustrated with. This like guy that I was just so frustrated. And and I was having a really hard time like explaining how I felt, and I started writing that song, and the lyrics just kind of like came out of nowhere. Those lyrics are kind of unlike most of my other stuff. They're pretty different. And so I love that. The other one, this other line that I've been trying to work with, I'm actually a little nervous to say it because I don't want somebody to steal it. I think I'm going to keep it to myself.
Okay, that's
A
fine.
secret lyric that you'll all find out about later.
Yeah.
One to come.
All right. Last question in part 1.
Okay.
I ask this of everybody. What is your favorite color?
I don't know. It changes.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I'm like really, really into one, but right now I'm really into like turquoise, seafoam green kind of colors right now.
I like that.
I love them.
Awesome.
My favorite.
All right. That concludes part 1. Stick around for watch part 2 because it's going to be split up. So, all right.
That was.
Do you think you could love me